Welcome to the Horror Friendly Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Horror Friendly Podcast, part of the You Run Podcast Network. My name is Tel, and I am joined by the Queen of Horror, Katie.
Oh, what an introduction.
Promotion.
Promo.
How you doing?
I'm good. Even better after that introduction.
Wow, yeah, gotta hype you up.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm ready for this.
Hell yeah.
So,
wow. We'll just get into it, shall we?
Shall we? Did you want me to introduce this one? This was my pick.
This was your pick, so please go.
I know you did the intros. So just
no, please.
Well, we are continuing with covering some short horrors that we found on YouTube. And this one I have chosen was the 2020 Guest. It is a British psychological horror short film directed and written by Finn Callan. It stars Melania Chrisson, I very apologise if I got that name wrong, as a disturbed young woman who wakes up in a stranger's house with several injuries after encountering a creature called the Ghost. The Ghost? The Guest. Jesus. The title of the film. Fucking hell, it's hot. Katie, you hadn't seen this one before. What did you make of it?
I hadn't, but the thumbnail immediately got me. It was but obviously I'll get into the film, but it was kind of interesting that it's a shame that was the thumbnail. It would have been cool to not give it away so quickly, you know?
Yes, but same as you, that is why I watched it.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose if you're a shorter film, you need to give people reasons to click on it. So yeah. I get that. But I really enjoyed it. I wasn't sure what to think for a bit of it because I wasn't sure about the look of the Guest. I didn't know whether it was really doing it for me. But to be fair, I think once you see the end and how it kind of fully unravels, it makes a lot more sense, I think. You can interpret it any which way you want, but I interpret it a certain way. And I think it made a lot more sense when I'd watched all of it.
Yeah.
But I really like how it throws you in the deep end, straight away. It's quite an eerie atmosphere. You hear these screams from the house, and that's really fucked up. And you think, what the fuck is going on in there? I just found it kind of like a psychological horror. You were really seeing it from her perspective and maybe her mind as well. But yeah, really good. Different to what we've covered so far. What about you?
So I actually only saw this probably about a month ago, so it wasn't like I've seen this ages ago and it stuck with me, but it was that thumbnail and that face, and as you said, that it's not, I mean, it is creepy, but it's not the creepiest. But I think it's because it doesn't do anything, stops it being creepy. It's so close but doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
And I think that makes it really
That's
unsettling.
true.
But it's also kind of not a threat. It's not actually swinging for you. So it is that, what do you do with that?
Yeah.
And I think it is, as you say, psychological. It's dealing with you're in something within you that you can't get rid of, and you very clearly in this can't escape, which I think is a terrifying concept in itself. And
really,
desperate. How desperate she clearly is quite upsetting. But
yeah, really upsetting. And it's just and you can kind of guess that or see that it is something in her head, or maybe I know a lot of people in the comments were maybe she's mentally ill, maybe she's got schizophrenia or something, or she's suffering from PTSD. So obviously I don't have a lot of experience with that, but if that's any part of what schizophrenia or PTSD is or whatever, bipolar, that must be insane. It must be you must feel very trapped in your own brain. So the lengths she goes to not being able to see this person anymore is really fucked and quite shocking. I wasn't expecting, I didn't know how we got there when I saw her at the beginning. I was what is up with her? What has happened to this girl?
And that's it. You assume at the beginning that it's happened to her. So every time you see this thing getting closer and closer, you think they've done it. And then it's actually not, which I did want, because again, it's only short, so you can't get everything in there. But as a first time watching it, you are well, why didn't you attack him first or her first? Um, but again, if you've got to that point, you're that desperate, you've tried that.
Yeah.
But again, we just don't see that side of it. So yeah, like yeah, I agreed with there was somebody who did like quite a long comment about how they saw it as schizophrenia and being trapped in your own mind and trying to run. And there was somebody shared one on Instagram where it was like they were living with schizophrenia and they've got a dog and they're out walking the dog and they started talking to somebody that wasn't there and the dog wasn't reacting because they couldn't, obviously no one was there. So but it was harmless, it was just, oh sorry, because they thought they were in the way on the path, but the dog wasn't moving. And then there's other times where they've like recorded and watched the video back later to see if that person was actually there or not. So I think
Wow.
there are completely different experiences. It's obviously, it's, you know, it's a huge spectrum. And again, like even with this, that guest isn't attacking, but it is still, it won't leave her alone. And
Mm,
that's, I mean, it's not, it doesn't look friendly. Again, it's not attacking, it's not hurting, but it's too much and it's too that. And again, it could be
mm,
guilt, it could be, you know, something she's carrying around.
mm.
We'll never know because the story's too short to give us
Yeah.
those answers.
But there is, like you say, there are so many things it could be. And I think like it could be grief, it could be anything. And I think that when we've dealt with grief on the podcast before, like in films, we've always said, like, for example, I always go back to the Babadook about how in the end she nurtures it and she likes to look after it. And the ending to this almost kind of gives me the same vibes. Like maybe although when she sees the guest again, she's like, she's scared. But I think I can kind of talk about the ending at this point. It's been out for
Yeah.
a while.
Spoilers
But
welcome on this.
spoilers. But like whatever it is, kind of looks down and looks sad. And it's almost like they kind of find like a mutual understanding before the film ends. So it makes you wonder if it is about guilt, if it's about PTSD, if it's about grief, that you're kind of making peace with it almost.
Yeah,
That's kind of the vibe that I got. That was like okay, we're both here. This is the situation. Like that's kind of how I took it.
yeah, you're accepting that you're living with this.
Yeah.
I was really like, because with the ending, obviously she lifts up her blindfold bandage, it's not blindfold, and sees the guest, and I kind of wish that instead, because she'd already like tried to bleach her eyes and stabbed herself in the ear, I kind of wish that actually the guest had like touched her to have another sense, although I feel like that'd be more horrifying.
Mm,
Because again, as well, we never saw it touch her. It never actually, we never saw the harm. We just saw the mental harm it was doing.
mm.
But I kind of wanted it to touch her while she still had the blindfold on. Blindfold, it's not blindfold, it's a bandage. Just to make it that a bit creepier.
Mm,
But I think, yeah, like you say, like when she lifts it and realizes she can't get rid of this, she's going to have to learn to live with it,
mm.
whatever it is.
Exactly. Like, I don't know whether that's abuse, psychological abuse, physical, like mental, or whether it's like something like grief where you can kind of make some space for it. Like it's completely like your interpretation, which I really like about this film. It's kind of like anything is possible in like the outcome. Whereas I think like Lights Out, for example, last week was very predictable. It was kind of like this is it. This is what it is. But like I feel like the ones you've picked are kind of a bit more like ambiguous. I've just gone for straight. I need to get on it next week.
I just want horror in my face, and I'm like, I want to think about. Well, again, I like when I come across a short that's like 5-10 minutes of my life, and somehow I'm still thinking about it 3 days later. Like that's great filmmaking to me.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really good. Like it's great.
But yeah, that thumbnail really does kind of give it away.
Mm.
Although I don't think it does. I think it gives it away, but also I wouldn't have. I wasn't expecting that. I still wasn't expecting her to be hurting herself.
No, you weren't like it just gives away like what the creature looks like, but there's a lot
Yeah.
more to the film than just what they look like.
Yeah, we all know what Michael looks like and Freddie.
Yeah, exactly. And like I wasn't, yeah, and as I said, like I wasn't sure about the look of it, but then like I saw someone and I can agree with this that they were talking about it's a bit Uncanny Valley like, and that makes me feel a little bit uneasy, like
Yeah.
it does everyone. So I got a bit of that because it was almost like it wasn't CGI, but it was almost something about it was very like in between both of these things. It was kind of like you could take it as like like maybe a bit budget SFX, but at the same time, is it meant to look like that? Like, is it meant to look a bit like you're not really sure what you're meant to take it as?
A bit Tim Burton-esque,
Yeah.
like the massive eyes.
Mm.
And yeah, I just think again, yeah, because it's not reacting, that just makes it weird. It's when it starts breathing as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like again, just to make it really creepy.
Mm.
Like, they nailed that, to be fair.
They did. Yeah, it was good. I thought about it a lot after I watched it, to be fair.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Comes with a warning, don't watch before bed.
Oh my God, hell no.
I can't else to say. Again, I think it's the fact as well, like she's found in a stranger's house and just having the worst time. Like she's not there. She's not trying to scare this stranger. She's not trying to, inflict anything on them. But again, it's that, like when you're carrying all this around.
Yeah.
Not again, she's not hurting this woman, but she's broken into her home. Like, she's begging for help almost. So again, I don't know if it's that, if it's like a cry for help, or if it's you do these things because you don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
And it's like that really horrible effect this can have, like something like this can have on your life.
Yeah, for sure. Like you're not really thinking about anyone else at this point.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden she's kind of facing the consequences of her actions, and then she's like, oh shit, I also have this to deal with, and this and that, and
now I still have this.
Yeah.
Yes, it's still here.
Mm.
The only thing I will say, and I did it and I didn't actually realize, but if you watch it with subtitles on,
I did.
Did you? The first time you see the guest and it just comes up with like O.O, and I was like, it really ruins the seriousness of the film.
It does. There's an emoji now that's like come out recently that literally does look like this creature. So I'll have to I might get Tell to put it in the corner of this this YouTube video.
It's too good. I was like, there was another point as well where it came up with some ridiculous subtitle, and I was like, I need to turn these off.
Yeah, there was one. Yeah, I think at the end it was like the creature kind of looking down, and then they put like a sad face in the subtitle.
I was like, either like, so you think
Come on,
the director
guys.
just didn't give a shit, or somebody's done this and they just haven't realized.
I mean, there were a lot of comments about it, so
Yeah.
you would think they would pick it up, but who knows?
But it's getting them comments, so they
Yeah.
don't care. But I mean, maybe that was just to be sure that we all knew the guest was sad.
Just so you guys know.
Just in case you're not reading the facial expression, they are sad. They were shocked, now they're sad.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Too good.
Too good.
It's a weird question to ask for this one, but would you survive the guest?
Yeah, it's a weird one. I don't know if it's one that we can answer, like,
No.
because it's so up for debate on like what actually this film is about. So it's a hard one to answer.
I think it's personal and I think it's situational. But actually, I like your interpretation of it as grief. I saw it more as like schizophrenia, like a mental illness you're carrying around, or like guilt or something possibly. But again, I think everyone, depending on their life experience, is going to see this differently.
Yeah.
So it does make it really interesting. But I guess that means, you can survive with it. You just have to learn to live with it.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that why she didn't fight first. Again, you weren't going to see everything in a short, but I want to know what would have happened if she swung at it. Like, is it a ghost? I don't know. I'm just really curious.
Yeah. Or like that maybe she knows it's not real, so she knows not to touch it because she knows really it's in her head. Like,
True.
there's so many questions.
She also knows, like closing her eyes doesn't help.
Yeah, that's true.
That's really hard. And it's really sweet when the woman in the hospital is talking to her and then it's not there. So again, it's that where actually she needs community, she needs people, she needs someone to talk to stop this guest just lingering. And as soon as that woman leaves, the guest is back.
Yeah.
So it's like, again, it's that reaching out for help is so hard to do, but actually it can. It's not going to make everything 100% better, but it can make it significantly better.
Yeah, exactly.
At least a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. At least you've got like a bit of comfort. Yeah, it's fucked. But yeah, I like it. Just doesn't really fully explain like what it is or why she's there or anything. I think that's what kind of makes it linger like after the film ends, because then you're just kind of sat there thinking about it for a while. But
Yeah, it definitely stays with you.
it does.
All right. Well, do you want to introduce our second short of the week?
I will, but are we doing spookies for these
Shit,
shorts?
sorry. Yes, spookies. Did we do it last week?
Spookies.
You can
I
tell this is
think
new.
I know. Yes, we did. I don't know if we did. I know we did. Would we survive? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I don't know
Um,
spookies.
we can do spookies. I'll give this like a 4.5. I thought it was really
Yeah.
good. I really enjoyed it. Like it'll be interesting to watch it again, see if there's anything like I missed that I maybe didn't pick up on for the first time. But it was kind of different to what I'd watched before. But yeah, what about you?
Yeah, I think I'll give it about a 4. It wasn't it wasn't one where I was like, oh my god, best show I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I do think it was really good. I think more I like the conversation around it. Like I like that idea around it. I can imagine like when I did psychology at college, this being shown and then just the most intense conversation.
Yeah.
And I like horror that does that. I like that it's simple but stays with you and creates conversation.
Mhm.
And hopefully a little bit of empathy, because again, like this isn't your typical horror where you can fight against something. It's within you, and that's
Yeah.
so much worse.
For sure. Okay, well, on to our next one. So I picked this one. So this one is called Double Vision. It came out in 2024. And a girl is on her way home when she starts seeing strange things. After returning home, she is left to discover that the things she was seeing may have found its way into the house. Tell, what did you think of this one?
I think it was all right. I think it was only 5 minutes, which like 45 seconds in, a minute in, she was like just leaving her workplace, and I was like, you've got 4 minutes to like round this up, like because they'd already kind of set the scene. She was reading an article on her phone about doppelgangers. But so I was like, they have set the scene, but it was just like, what's about to happen? There's not long of this left. I think it was all right. You could tell it was lower budget, but I still think they did a really good job. I think I might be wrong. You might be about to tell me, but the director, writer, and actress was all the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think fair play, like taking on all those roles. But yeah, you could tell it was slightly lower budget just because that's unfortunately the way the life is. And I think it's one of those horrors where even though it's only 5 minutes, you're shouting at the screen like, "Stop doing that!" Because like the door opens behind her, so she automatically goes to look, and you're like, "What are you doing?" And I appreciate that's how films move forward. And then weirdly, the opposite, where this time, so she would keep covering her eyes and turns the light off. As we said last week with Lights Out, and as we said with this, like that doesn't make the thing go away. You turn the lights off, we can move.
So weird. Like, why? A lot of questionable decisions are made here. Like,
like go in your bed and get under your duvet. It's the only safe place. Kind of a weird one where you are just shouting at her like, "What are you doing?"
It is weird. It is weird because you can tell obviously as well, like this director Isabel Kaiser, she's clearly like a horror fan. Like I really liked in the room that you saw her like doing her work, and then there's like a Scream poster and a Coraline poster. And that's really fun because you see that in a lot of like horror films these days, you know, like even podcast posters are up now, like on like the new Scream film. So yeah, I like that. I like that kind of reference. And you can tell that she herself is like really into horror.
Yeah.
So that you can see like a lot of influence there. But that is weird that like she chose to make those silly decisions for her character, because you would think like, who would do that?
Yeah.
Who was going to do that?
Like, and again, it's like, shut the front door and lock it. And I'm like, no, like,
yeah.
Like, yes, but now something's in the house. So
exactly.
Although that shot of the thing, her doppelganger, like around the stairs was fucking creepy.
Yeah, that's kind of why I picked it, because I think that bit just like really did something for me. Like, I think when she turns around and it's just like kind of smiling and it's just a head. And I just didn't expect that. I thought it would maybe be like a shadow or maybe kind of something similar to Lights Out. So that really kind of creeped me out, I think, which is why I picked it. I think just, because it just gave me a really creepy vibe at that point. But I think it could have been stronger after that. I think she had a really good idea, but it like she didn't kind of follow it through with other strong ideas, you know.
I was also really cute because it ends like so suddenly. Like she suddenly sees the thing, realizes it's herself, and then it ends. And I'm like, but is it there for like what? Why are people seeing their doppelgangers? Like, is it there for bad? Is it? I mean, I'm assuming it's not good, but why is it there? Like, is it there to take your place? Like, I know it's a short, so again, it's just that idea to get the conversation going. But I'm like, but I need to know more. Why was it there? What is it like for you?
It's like Us, you know, when there's when they've got, you know, all these doppelgangers, but obviously you do find out why in that film.
Although admittedly I did criticize Us because I wanted to know where all the other doppelgangers had been.
Yeah,
because I was like, did everyone go and find their own
tethered
person? So maybe that, the tether. So maybe that's what this was. It's like, this is actually what they were doing, which is freaking me out on the staircase.
maybe. Well, I hope that wasn't it, because you'd just be ripping off another film, but hopefully it's not that. But yeah, I don't know, like, I think it wasn't the strongest one I've ever seen, but it was okay. I don't think it was as like effective as maybe Lights Out was, like if in a 2-minute like video. I think that was really like effective, but this one not so much. But I just think she had some really good ideas there. You could tell there was a lot of horror influence, like she's obviously a fan, so I think there's a lot of like potential there for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see more of like what could come from that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll have to look her up and see what else she's done. But
definitely.
It was for 5 minutes. It was really pulled you in to just be like, what the fuck? Like, as you say, that shot was
yeah, for sure. Would you survive this film?
I can't say, because I don't know why that doppelganger's there. Like, are we there to chill and be friends, or are they trying to replace me? Because the fact there's a news article about it makes me think they're not just immediately killing them.
Yeah, no, it feels like there is something going on, like more than just like a doppelganger in your house killing you. Like there must be a reason for it.
It's also weird that like it was like, oh, people keep seeing their doppelgangers at their workplace. I'm like, sorry, does somebody want to clone me and do my job?
Oh, I would love that so much.
So, oh, sure, we'll just sit and make the podcast all day. Fine, like somebody's at my job. That's fine.
Literally what I want to do.
So you don't understand, but like, yeah, it's just obviously this one followed her home. This is it. I'm like, I don't know. Are they harmful or harmless? I'm not sure.
You can follow me at work if you want to.
Sure, you sit in the AC. You have a great time.
I'm going to the beach.
Yeah. I'll even drop you off and pack you a lunch. Don't you worry.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, I don't know whether I would survive, but like I would definitely not turn off the fucking lights
or cover my eyes up.
Cover my eyes. Like I would make I know obviously there was something by the door, but I think again, same with Lights Out, I just try and make a fucking run for it. Like my immediate thing is just to fly, I think.
Yeah. I think head torch, keys, car, run away.
Yeah, get to your fucking car, like run away, like do whatever you need to do. But strange. Don't know why she chose that, but I mean, fair enough. Maybe she just wanted to like try something different, but yeah, it's not realistic.
It just wouldn't happen that way.
It wouldn't happen if you have a doppelganger in your house.
Totally not what would happen. So what would you give it Spookies out of 5?
I didn't like this one nearly as much. I mean, I picked it because of this, like the potential I think it had, but not the best one I've ever seen. So maybe like a 2 out of 5. The bits that were creepy were really creepy. So yeah. What about you?
To be fair, I was thinking the same. I like the idea. I like the creepy angles. But I just think even with a bit more time or a bit more thought out, maybe maybe it could have just been extended a little bit to make it creepier or make some smarter decisions, tell us a bit more about them. But it was a really good jumping off point.
Yeah definitely.
All right, well, join us again next week, couple of weeks, to or out for our next couple of shorts while we're getting ready for Fright Fest season.
Woo! Cool. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Don't die. or your doppelganger will fuck you up.
Like seriously, what?